I missed 2 days last week.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, I pulled my sciatica.
Blew your sciatic nerve out, huh?
I don't know, dude. I picked up the laundry basket, and I'm like, what the fuck? What, I felt a little something.
Like a pop or something?
No, just like a little pain. Dude, I couldn't even bend over, dog.
You know how I know when you're getting old? I think this how you know when you know. You can't spring out of bed like you used to. I can't spring out of bed like I used to. You gotta roll to your side.
Roll.
And then kind of push yourself
sit
up.
There, and then you sit down. Then you sit on the bed.
I'm at the edge of the bed like this.
Waiting.
Just like Shrek on that one episode.
Dude, I be like this too, man. I just be sitting there and I'm like, all right, stand up.
And my legs don't want to. What's going on? What's going on, late night family? We are back in the building, coming to bring you another exciting episode of Late Night Conversations with Uncle Nephew. I am your host for tonight's episode, King J, also known as Nephew. Yep. And to the left is the cause.
JR, Big Unc.
Man, what it do, Big Unc?
Hard work, dog.
Hard work and heat, huh?
Yeah, dude. That's what I said. On my TikToks, I'd be like, man, if y'all live in West Texas, hydrate, man.
I be seeing them. I told my wife, I said, well, my uncle look like Gene Wilder with no hat on.
Man.
He just be,
that one time, dude, it was just crazy that day.
Man, it's been hot, y'all. It's been a heat stroke weather going on in Texas.
Bad.
Well, really all of Texas,
all
man.
Of Texas.
But down here in West Texas, it's been hot.
Well, I saw Vegas was at 115. What was a record of 112?
Yeah, that's why they call. Isn't that where Death Valley's at?
Death Valley's at, yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Walk outside,
man,
die.
Dead.
Well, man, we're back in the building, y'all. We got a super dope episode planned for y'all tonight. Actually, tonight I have a Reddit story for y'all, creepy Reddit story. So for those of y'all who like creepypastas, horror stories, things like that, tonight is going to be your episode. Yep. So y'all stick with us, man. We just want to say thank you for joining the Late Night Conversations with Uncle Nephew podcast. If this is your first time joining the podcast, if this is your first time ever clicking on, we just want to say welcome to the Late Night family. We hope you enjoy your time tonight. And if you do enjoy your time tonight, and I know you will, do us one favor. Hit that subscribe button for us, man. And that's wherever you are getting y'all podcasts at. I mean, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, anywhere you get podcasts, we're on that platform. So just hit that follow button for us. We really appreciate it, especially on YouTube, y'all. All of our YouTube gang out there, do us one big favor. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Then you just got to go up and punch that bell right in the teeth, so you get notified every time we drop a video, and that's every other week on Friday at 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
So, y'all, be ready for tonight's story because it's a creepy story, y'all. So, what y'all need to do, I don't know what time of day y'all watching, but if this is at nighttime, it's one of them stories you watch at night.
Is it?
Curl in your bed, pull them covers up,
man,
and cut them lights off.
Right.
And get ready for tonight's story.
Is it like American Horror Story? I've been watching that, man, because the new season's coming up, and just started watching that all over again.
This might be worse.
Oh, snap. Okay.
So without further ado, y'all, let's jump into today's episode. School's about to start,
right,
as you know. For all y'all who are parents out there, to me, tonight's story, if you're a parent, would be so scary. Imagine your daughter or your son going to school alone, and then coming back with something that
like?
It didn't take. Well, you're about to find out.
Okay, because I'm like, there's so many things going through my mind right now. So.
Yeah. Whatever they bring home, it ain't homework.
Oh, snap. Oh, okay.
So today's story, Unc, is called "My Daughter Learned a New Word at Daycare."
Oh, Jesus.
And she won't stop saying it.
Yeah, like your daughter.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, because my daughter just been like, spin that shit. Man, should have made that song so catchy, dog. God damn.
Shit. Hey, all the TikTok is doing that song.
I know. Man, that's a good song. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But, check this out. So, my daughter learned a new word at Daycare, and she won't stop saying it. Okay, so I don't really know where else to put this. I've been going back and forth for like a week or whether to post anything at all because I know how it sounds. Oh, my toddler said something creepy, spooky, scary. Yeah, I get it. That's not what this is. Something is genuinely wrong, and the one friend I told about it looked at me like I was losing it. So here I am. My daughter, for the sake of privacy, I'm going to call her B, started a new daycare about 6 weeks ago. Small place off the highway, been open forever, family run. The woman who runs it goes by Miss Tammy. She seemed great. B liked her right away, which was huge because B screamed for 45 minutes straight when I tried a different place back in January. So when she walked into Miss Tammy's and immediately went for the toy kitchen, I almost cried in the parking lot. I thought we'd finally found our spot. For the first few weeks, everything was fine. B came home with paint on her clothes and new songs stuck in her head, and that was that. Then she came home and started saying this word. I first noticed it in the car. See, she was in her car seat just kind of mumbling to herself, which she does often, but it wasn't her usual babble. It was the same thing on repeat. Halum. Or maybe halum. I don't know. Hard to tell with a 3-year-old's pronunciation. Right. I asked what it meant, and she said Miss Tammy taught them. Cool, whatever. I figured it was from a song or a counting game or something. My nephew went through a phase where he said actually like 400 times a day, so I really didn't think much of it. But she didn't stop. Dinner, bath time, bedtime, just this quiet, steady halum, 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 under her breath.
What the?
Almost like she was keeping rhythm with something, not loud, not distressed. That's what made it stick with me. I think maybe she wasn't upset about it. She was like focused. Then I showed up early to pick up one afternoon, and that's when things got weird. The front door was propped open because of the weather. I could hear the kids before I got inside. And they were all saying it together. Not like kids playing. There was no laughing, no energy to it, just this flat, steady chant. I walked in and they were sitting in a circle on the carpet with their eyes closed. All of them. 6 or 7 kids between 2 and 5 years old going, halum, 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 in near perfect unison. Miss Tammy was in a chair behind them, eyes closed too. I just stood there and I don't know how long, probably 10 seconds, but it felt longer than Miss Tammy opened her eyes and saw me. And it was like a switch flipped. She clapped and went, okay, friends, time to clean up. All bright and cheerful, and the kids just snapped out of it. B ran over and grabbed my legs and showed me a paper plate turkey she made, and everything was normal again. I told myself it was just a mindfulness thing like toddler meditation. I don't know. These programs exist. I looked it up.
That's crazy.
But it didn't sit right with me, but I didn't have a reason to push it, so I just let it go. I realized later that that was a mistake. Last Tuesday, I woke up at 2-something a.m. to B's voice on the monitor. Halum, halum, halum. Same pace, same flat tone. I went to check on her and she was standing in the middle of the room, facing the corner. Not her door, not her bed, the corner. Just standing there in her strawberry pajamas, staring at where 2 walls meet, saying the word. I said her name and nothing. I walked over and put my hand on her shoulder and she stopped and turned around and looked up at me and said, and I need you to understand this. This did not sound like my kid. The cadence was wrong. The tone was wrong. And she said,
he's almost here.
What the?
Then she blinked and burst into tears and wanted me to hold her. And I had no idea why she was standing up. I did not go back to sleep that night. Next morning, I called Miss Tammy and tried to keep it casual. I just said I had a couple questions about the calming circle or whatever. Long pause, then, oh, that is just a breathing exercise, hun. Helps them settle down after lunch. I said, it didn't look like breathing exercises. She laughed and said, I was welcome to watch any time. So Thursday, I took a half a day. I showed up at 1. Miss Tammy looked caught off guard, but let me in. I sat in a tiny plastic chair in the corner for 2 hours and watched absolutely nothing happen. Regular nap time, B slept on her mat. Miss Tammy made small talk and gave me coffee, and I felt like a crazy person. But the whole time I was sitting there, something was bugging me. There's a bookshelf against the back wall, and it was pulled out maybe about a half an inch from the drywall. Through the gap, I could see marks. Not crayon, not kid stuff. These were scratched into the wall. Thin, deliberate lines, the same shape repeated dozens of times in tight rows. I couldn't make out exactly what the shape was, and from my angle, and I wasn't about to start moving furniture and confirm the unhinged mom thing, but it stuck with me. It still stuck with me because Friday night B was at the kitchen table coloring while I made dinner, and when I went to see what she was working on, I had to grab the counter. She had a black crayon, and she was filling the entire page with a symbol. Not a letter, not a flower, not a stick figure. This angular repeating thing, it looked like a character from a language I've never seen. Rows and rows of it, tight and deliberate, way more controlled than her usual drawings. She was using her left hand, and my kid's right-handed. She's been right-handed since she started grabbing things, and I asked her what was she drawing. She didn't look up. She just said, "It's his name." "Whose name, dear?" "The man in the corner." I looked at the corner and nothing there, obviously nothing there, but B was staring at it. Crayon stopped mid-line and she was smiling the smile I've never seen on her face before. Patient. That's the word. She looked patient, like she was waiting for me to catch up. "He says thank you," she said, "for letting him practice."
What?
I picked her up and left the kitchen. She cried because she didn't understand what was happening. I tried to ask about the man, but she couldn't describe him. Couldn't tell me why or when she first saw him. She said he was just nice and that Miss Tammy said he was coming and all they had to do was say the word so he could find the way. I pulled her out of the daycare the next morning. Didn't give a reason. Miss Tammy called twice, but I ignored both. She left a voicemail that I finally listened to yesterday. It was 38 seconds of breathing. Just slow, steady breathing. And then she hung up. No words. Monday morning, B woke up and seemed totally fine. Ate her cereal, watched Bluey, played with her blocks. I started second guessing myself. Maybe I had gone off the deep end. Maybe there was a totally normal explanation. And maybe I just panicked. Then I went to her room to clean and I pulled her bed away from the wall. She'd scratched that same symbol into the drywall. Not with a crayon, but with her fingernails. It covered the entire section between her bed frame and the corner, rows and rows, some of them deep enough that there was little brown smears where her fingers had bled. She has not said a single thing about her hands hurting. I've reached out to other parents I have numbers for. 2 of them said, yeah, they noticed the word, but assumed it was a nursery rhyme. One mom said her son had been drawing something at home too. She texted me a photo. Same symbol, exactly the same. I work in data analysis. I like spreadsheets and things that make sense. I have never in my life thought a sentence like something followed my kid home from daycare was something I would seriously type out, but I don't know how else to explain a 3-year-old carving symbols into a wall with her bare hands at 2 a.m. and talking about a man no one else can see and a voice that doesn't belong to her. I took a photo of the symbol and I haven't posted it. Something about putting it out there feels wrong in a way. I can't articulate it like it's spreading part of the point.
Right.
But if anyone has seen something like this angular repeating character that looks like it belongs in an alphabet that doesn't exist, please reach out. I need to find out what Miss Tammy brought into that daycare and whether it came home with my kid. Edit. I need to add this. I went back and checked my voicemail because I wanted to confirm the length of Miss Tammy's breathing message, and there's a second voicemail I missed. It came in at 4:17 this morning, and it's B. It is unmistakably my daughter's voice coming from Miss Tammy's phone number at 4 a.m. saying, "Halum," 6 times, and then, "She shouldn't have taken me away. He was almost here." I pulled up the monitor footage. B was in her bed the entire night. She never moved. I'm going to the police tomorrow, and I have no idea what I'm even going to tell them.
Exactly. That's it?
That's it.
Oh, dude. You left me hanging, dog. I'm over here.
Damn.
I ain't said nothing the whole story because I'm trying to find the catch.
Dog.
You left me hanging, dog. You never got me like this before.
Oh, dog.
Dang, dog, that's crazy, man. Can you imagine?
Bro.
She was teaching them when you first said
A chant.
halum.
Halum.
I said they're chanting. Why? That's the first thought I had.
Yeah.
Was they're chanting.
Exactly.
But why would you teach a 3-year-old chanting unless it's demonic?
Right?
To
Dog.
me, I mean,
It has to be. Who's coming to get her? That's what I want to know.
that's
What
insane.
entity are they trying to? Bro, and it reminds me of a bro.
What
this,
portal are they trying to open?
Exactly, dog. And this reminds me of a movie, bro, that I watched with my dad called Weapons.
Where all the kids
All
have
the
a different.
kids run out at like 3 or 4 in the morning, like doing their hands like this, and it was because of the lady. There was a lady that was doing it to all the kids.
No, you got me on that one because I was expecting something else for some reason. I was expecting the other parents to really know or be on her side, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
it reminds me.
You got little kids in school. What if like baby girl comes and starts saying something, besides spin that shit, She's 2 years old, dog.
Nah, for real, but
You
coming
know?
home and saying it like a chanting
Like
word.
a chant.
And it makes you, dude, and you know what, bro? That's a scary thought because parents already are scared when they're sending their kids to school because it's like you can't keep your eyes on them 24/7 when they're at school.
Right.
So it's like, man,
And
you're relying on
with
somebody
society
else.
being as bad as it is right now, with all these school shootings and these daycares that they're beating these kids,
Yeah, mistreating the kids.
mistreating them, not feeding them or whatever. Not the worst is not changing babies.
Yeah, bro.
Coming home all rashed up,
Yeah,
man.
dog.
It's just so crazy. So I can imagine
So
what she was
imagine.
going through, and then your child is chanting, and then at 2 a.m.
Standing in the corner of the room. Dog, I don't care what nobody says. And
you
this
walk
is
into
a
your
fact.
son's bedroom.
There is nothing scarier in the middle of the night than your kid just staring at you while you sleep. Because, dog, man, my son did that one day, and I almost punched the nose off his face, dog. Because, dog, I was asleep,
They don't know no better,
and I
man.
woke up, and he was just...
Was he sleepwalking or he was just?
Okay, so this is what I was going to say. This time he wasn't. I guess he said he had heard a noise and he got scared. So he
Then why
came into
didn't
the
he
room.
wake you?
Well, he just said he didn't want to wake me up, but he was waiting for me to wake up. I'm like, son, lay down. Like, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
if you
dog?
hear something,
I said,
wake
fool,
me
I
up.
almost got up and boom. Well, what are you doing?
Well, you felt somebody looking at you.
Yeah, like I just felt like someone was staring at me. As soon as I opened my eyes, he's just like this. Hey, man, what are you doing? Oh, Dad, I was going to come lay with you. Well, lay
That would be
down.
crazy, dog. I mean,
Like, just get in bed. Because
I don't get a lot of chills from things, dog. I've seen a few videos and that give me the chills,
yeah, facts.
but that would fucking
That'll tear you up, dog.
yeah, dog. I mean, my kids never did that, but
And see, that's why I was, like you said earlier, was he sleepwalking? Dude, my son does sleepwalk, bro.
Does he?
And that scares me because, dog, what the hell?
you're
Who
gonna have to lock his
sleepwalks?
door, dog.
I know my wife said she was like, that she had a cousin that used to sleepwalk, and he would unlock the door and walk out the front door.
Yeah,
So I
that's
told
what
him,
I'm
I'm going to have
saying.
to lock a new deadbolt
The
on
bad
top.
thing about it, nephew, is that y'all are so far apart.
Hell yeah.
He sleeps over here in this side of your house,
And my house is
and your
I'm in
bedroom's
my-
on the other
yeah.
side. If you're not conscious enough, you're not going to hear the door.
Yeah, facts.
So the biggest, so what I would do, I'd put a lock high above where he can't reach.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Put
it one in like a deadbolt up
like
top, where he can't
maybe
reach.
not even a deadbolt. That's to the extreme.
Or like a chain or something.
But a chain or just a sliding lock.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, sliding lock.
yeah.
Where he can't reach it, because you don't want to put another deadbolt.
Well, yeah, facts.
But
like
I mean,
an inconvenience, but
yeah.
I mean, yeah, exactly, dog. But I mean, dog, even sleepwalking is scary, bro.
It is, dog.
Like, what
I
the hell are
mean-
you doing? Like, I've been on my computer, like, especially when I be editing the podcast late,
And
then
he shows
he
you?
walk up and just like walk behind me. And then I turn around, I'm like, son, what are you doing? And he won't answer me. He's just walking, and he'll walk to the gate and just stand there, and I'm like, Bubs, what are you doing? Oh, and then like he's always confused.
Yeah.
Like he was
How
like,
did I get here?
Because I was coming to grab my water. I'm like, it's in your hand. Oh. I'm like, go back to bed. Okay. And he just walks back to bed.
Yeah, that's sleepwalking.
Hey, bro, what the
dog.
hell are
I
you
mean,
doing? That's scary.
And you can look up. I mean,
he don't do it all
I
the time.
I was
It's every
talking to
now
my
and then.
grandkids this weekend and telling them some how I think, some theories and stuff, and
Yeah.
they're like, man, you watch too much TikTok. I'm like, not everything that I think of is TikTok.
Yeah.
But like sleepwalking, I've never looked into it, but I bet you can find some stories, from psychiatrists or counselors, who think it's mental. It's something, that's the thing that I hate so much is you go to a psychiatrist or counselor or whatever, and they always want to say, well, you got back issues from...
Oh, like trauma?
Like trauma from like your childhood. Your son ain't got no trauma except an ass whooping,
Hell yeah.
Like you have no trauma besides the ass whooping your dad used to give you. So when I see that, man, when I hear, well, maybe you got daddy issues or you got mama issues.
Like, it don't make sense.
That don't make sense. That's if that's the best you can do, then why are you in this profession?
Yeah. Oh, you feel like it's a lazy diagnosis. Like,
dog,
it's just something that happened to you in the past.
I mean, that's the easiest thing to say.
I'm sure there's a reason for sleepwalking. Maybe your
that's
brain
what I'm
didn't
saying.
fully shut off.
Or
you're like in an in-between state, like you're falling asleep, but you're
I'm not saying you're in a different dimension, but are you in a dream state?
Like a dream state? That makes me think of something. Okay, so what? Look, I'm about to look something up right now. Let me see.
People don't understand. Dream states are crazy, dog. I had a dream the other day, and it was just...
So check this out. Sleepwalking is a parasomnia where part of the brain remains deeply asleep while the motor cortex wakes up. Science and folklore feature unsettling theories about what happens during these unconscious episodes, ranging from split brain states to the idea that the body acts as a vessel for primal impulses. So the split brain and zombie theories, the fragmented brain. Neurological studies suggest sleepwalking happens when the emotional and movement centers of the brain turn on while the frontal lobes, responsible for logic, self-awareness, and rational choice, stay completely shut off. The conscious automaton. The theorists describe the sleeping body as a biological zombie or vessel. It can perform complex, dangerous tasks like driving, cooking, or unlocking doors with zero internal conscious witness or memory recording the event. So,
see, now that I can understand as an adult.
But
as an adolescent, your frontal lobe isn't even developed enough to have those thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wait. Now, this is totally different.
That's what I'm saying. There's different views.
Dog, real-world legal cases such as Kenneth Parks driving miles to attack his in-laws while completely asleep fuel the chilling legal and biological theory that a human body can execute complex violent crimes as an automated reflex while the mind remains completely unconscious.
That's an SUV episode. I've seen that episode.
Dog, could you imagine? Bro, that gives a whole new take to... I didn't do it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
To be honest, that's an SVU episode where he went. He grew up in foster care, in different homes. So when he was sleepwalking with the machete, he was going and he would walk into the house because he knew the house. He was familiar with the house.
Right.
And he would kill people, dog.
That's crazy.
So that's an SVU episode.
See,
I mean, and even the SVU episode of the what I always say with the therapist,
right.
You have your dad molested you as a child.
Right.
You have some therapists that can pound that into your brain.
And make your brain
really
believe it.
One episode was the girls, their dad was in prison, but he never did anything to them.
Oh wow.
But the therapist, she ended up being arrested. The therapist, of
Oh,
course.
wow.
But
She made the girls believe that it happened.
That it happened, and
it never did.
No.
Damn.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's so hard because the adolescent frontal lobes are not developed.
They're not developed, so they're easily influenced. Yeah. Your decision making lobe doesn't develop that
until
frontal.
You're 25.
Yeah, until you're 25.
Right.
You don't. Your decision making. That's why adolescents make dumb decisions.
Well, so does,
you're impulsive. So does adults.
60-year-old adults like me.
Facts. Hey, you still got your soft spot.
Yeah. I saw him that way.
Check this theory out, huh? In medieval and 17th century Europe, before modern neurology,
that's crazy right there, right?
Physicians theorized that sleepwalking was caused by trapped hot vapors inside the body or invisible magnetic forces of sympathy and antipathy controlling a person like a puppet. Or it was called the empty shell. Folk superstition also often viewed the open, unseeing eyes of a sleepwalker as proof that the soul had temporarily wandered out, leaving the physical shell vulnerable to outside forces.
Just wandering.
Dog,
the zombie
stage. So, dog, that's why they say is sleepwalking. Could it be? Now, I hate to think of it like this because my son has done it.
Well, yeah.
But they're like, man, what if your soul left and something possessed your body at the moment, and then it kind of controlled you for a second? And
is it possession or
oh
a
my
different,
God,
a different warp zone, or you don't realize you're in this world, but in another dimension.
See,
or
and this opens a theory that I have in my head.
Tell me.
So it scares me because, that is crazy. If your soul can leave its body and then it's just a shell down here, so something else takes over. Okay, think about this. Have you ever heard of lucid dreaming?
Yeah, lucid dreaming.
Have you done it before?
No,
I haven't. Did you know, bro? There's videos on YouTube that'll teach you how to lucid dream. Because you know what it is, right? Lucid dreaming.
Well, you're there, but not there.
No. So lucid dreaming is when you go to sleep and then you enter a dream, but you're aware that you're in a dream, and you can control the dream. Like say.
So like the one I had the other night.
So say you're in a dream and you're like, you know what? Like I'm dreaming right now. So like I'm gonna fly away. And you just start flying, boom, and then you be like, you know what? I want to go to this person's house.
You're talking about
like in
John Leguizamo.
No, not John.
I want to live. I want to live. If it isn't for the plátanos.
I know what you're talking about.
I hate to make a joke of it, dog.
No, but
because it's crazy
so
that
it's like you remember that movie Inception with what's his name?
Inception.
Hold on, I gotta pull that up.
Inception. What was it about?
About lucid dreaming. It was Inception with
Is it the same as the butterfly effect?
with Leonardo DiCaprio. No, it's different. It's with Leonardo DiCaprio. Inception is where they go into people's minds. So they put them to sleep and they put this like they can go into his mind and in their dream, and they can kind of control things. Like he put like the city and made the city fold on itself and like.
Oh, I remember it now.
Yeah,
I remember.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen the movie, but I remember seeing the
that scene where the skyscrapers were going upside down. Okay, yes. So lucid dreaming is basically when you're in a dream and you can control it. But what's scary about this song?
But how do we know that?
Because
how do we know that?
I don't know, because there's been plenty of times, dog, where you've had a dream. Like
I've never controlled a dream.
Like it's so scary.
Even remember my dream.
Yeah. Have you ever had a dream that like when you wake up like
scared?
Like, oh shoot! Like I'm glad that wasn't real, because I've had dreams where like man, how can I explain it? So you've had a dream where something bad has happened, or like have you ever had a dream where teeth fell out? Oh, dog, that is the scariest dream you'll ever have.
Yeah, but
I'll be in the mirror pulling my teeth out.
There's a meaning behind that one.
No, for sure.
Well, every dream has a meaning, apparently.
But what I'm saying is that's a scary dream. Yeah, and bro,
why would it be scary? Your teeth are falling, dude.
Imagine you have no teeth no more. My bad, I forgot you was missing a piece of yours.
Chingo.
My boy, half a tooth over here.
That's why when I'm doing my TikToks, man, I try to get it up high, man, but my hand gets tired. So I have to. So you don't see me really talking with my mouth open, dog.
You're like, what's wrong? Is that why you smile the way you do?
Yeah, dog, because I even got it fixed one time, but it didn't last. It broke off. I was eating something and it broke off again.
See how subconscious you get about your broken tooth?
Dude.
Imagine if you could just pull all your teeth out at one time.
Yeah, that would
That's
be crazy,
scary.
right? Yeah.
And I woken up and grabbed my teeth.
Damn, that's crazy.
I said, oh, they're still there. Whoo! But dog, so lucid dreaming, what I was getting at just to kind of close that thought was, imagine, see, this is the scary thing about lucid dreaming. They say, this is what's so crazy about dreaming and lucid dreaming is you can control your dreams. So you can be like, you know what, I want to fly for some reason, or you know, like well, you can jump from scene to scene.
That's a simple task while you're in a dream, I guess.
Well, yeah, dog. No, but you're aware. Like you're like, okay, I'm in a dream. I want it to start snowing right now, and just start snowing. Like you literally are in control of your own dream. It's crazy, dog. Like it's crazy.
But who dreams like that? I mean, because
some people do, dog. Some people can realize they're in a dream, and they that's how they're like, man, I can do whatever I want in my dream. Like I can do whatever. I can fly. I can. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
So
literally,
is that paranormal or is that?
I don't think so.
Or is that psychological? Or is that just a weird fascination that people say that?
So it says most people on Reddit agree that you realize you're in a dream is the core definition, and you can often change or direct what happens next. Self-awareness, you know the sights, sounds are not real. Dream control, you can choose to change the story, fly, or pick where you go. This mostly happens during REM sleep, and this is what's crazy. This is how you know if you're in a dream. If you ever get to this point where you're aware, like, man, you know how you know you're in a dream for sure? It's hard to distinguish sometimes because it be so real.
Right.
Go up to somebody in your dream and ask them what time it is. They won't be able to tell you. Oh, I don't know why that gives me chills, but it does.
Why?
They can't because there's no concept of time in the dream. Because time is made up. We've made up time. In a dream, there's no such thing as time. So if you go ask them, hey, what time it is? They're not going to know. They're probably either going to get defensive or they're going to be like, or you're going to go to another dream.
Because that's not, maybe that's something you're not supposed to ask.
Bro, exactly, dude. And dreaming is so crazy. Here's another theory about dreams. Did you know every single person in your dream that you've ever seen, if you may think that you don't know them, but you do. Even if you see random people, like maybe you're in a dream that you're in a mall and there's thousands of people around you.
I've had dreams where I've been in houses and I'm like, where am I?
Or you be like, I don't know these people.
And I'm like, how do I know this person?
So check this out. Your brain, this is how smart we are. Your consciousness can see things, happen around you.
Right.
Your subconscious is always active. And it remembers every face you see every day and stores it in the back of your mind as unnecessary.
So we're like killer bees or hornets that have a face recognition.
Yes, dude. So every person you've ever seen in your dream, you may not think you've seen them, but at some point in your life you've seen them. And it's your brain remembering a face for you. It's literally playing a movie for you, and it's just putting pieces together of your life that it's seen.
So is it like deja vu?
No,
not even.
Not even. It's just your subconscious remembers every face you've ever seen, so then it just puts it to a body. But
so I do dream. Don't get me wrong. I do dream because I remember parts here and there.
Yeah.
But I don't remember full dreams, dog. I can't wake up from a dream and say that was scary. I can feel it. I can feel my heart pounding, or have beads of sweat, but not the dream itself.
Yeah.
Why?
Maybe some dreams don't have a purpose. That's why you forget them. I don't know.
Well, then none of my dreams have a purpose.
My dreams don't even mean nothing. He said most of my dreams is just me.
The only thing that I remember is jerks, and you know what that means, right?
Oh, hypnotic jerks, dude. Hell yes.
That's your mind.
Your brain falls asleep faster than your body, so your body your body falls asleep faster than your brain.
So your brain thinks you're dying, and it jerks you.
Have you ever heard of another theory? back in the old days, they used to say that when you were dreaming like that, and then you had a dream and you shake, it says an angel was carrying you to heaven, but it dropped you.
What the? Okay.
Oh,
I'm not trying to laugh at that, though, but that's crazy, right? I've never heard that, and it kind of makes sense because a lot of times when you have that jerk is because you're falling. That makes sense now.
The angel was picking your soul up to heaven, and oh, boom, and you went back in your body. Like, damn, we'll try again
But
later.
an angel's not supposed to drop you, man. It's supposed to be your...
Damn. No, that's a scary way to think about it, though, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, dog, I mean, all that ties up to like that, the sleepwalking is just, that's, I mean, I know it led to the dream thing, but
Right.
dude, dreaming is crazy, bro.
It is.
Another crazy fact. I don't know, I think I've said it on the podcast before, but dreaming is so crazy because like it's just a figment of our imagination, but it still has limitations, dog. Even though you can lucid dream and do whatever you want, the one thing you can't do in a dream,
Kill yourself.
you can't die.
You can't die in a dream.
No. And I'm going to give you an example. Well, I'm not saying you can't, but nobody I've ever talked to or read about
Has died in a dream.
has died. Now, you can die in a dream, but you won't live to see what happens again. Now, and let me give you an example.
Okay.
Because our brains don't know what happens after death. Nobody knows what happens after death. Now, us as people who believe in God like to say, well, you die and go to heaven or you go to hell, whatever. Our brains don't know, though. Our normal, natural brains, we can't fathom what happens after death. So in a dream, you ever had a dream where you died? What happens? Two things. You either start a new dream or you wake up. I've had dreams where I've fallen, and right when I hit the ground, I wake up. Whoa. Or I've ended up in another dream.
I've never hit the ground. I've fallen before, I've never hit the ground.
Usually wake up.
Never died, yeah.
Why? Because your brain don't know what to do after that. It can't even make up a scenario because it doesn't know what happens after death.
So
how does
your brain know?
But
how does your brain not know? But what is that thing you talk to?
AI, Google AI assistant?
Google or
ChatGPT or
what is it?
Siri?
Siri. How does Siri know?
I don't know. Have you ever asked it? What happens
I've
after
never
death?
asked it, but I know people have.
That's a good question.
I don't have a Siri, dog. I'm not going to ask it.
What
What
happens
is the one
after
you
death?
have?
I have a Google Home.
Oh, Google Home.
Yeah. I'm going to ask it one day. What happens after death? It's
What
like
if
you don't want to know. Oh.
What if it tells you that? Yeah.
Like, do you want to know? And it says me by name, personally. Javi, are you sure you want to know? Oh, damn. Never mind. Shut
better
off.
not.
Turn off, please.
Turn off. Unplug.
Yeah, we're never
Trash.
plugging you back in again.
Ever.
No, but man, that's crazy
Yeah.
though, right? I don't know how we led to that.
Yeah, I know.
sleep
Well, it was
thing,
because
but-
of sleepwalking, because of your son, chanting.
Well, not my son wasn't chanting.
No, I know what I'm saying, but the story of chanting, I've always thought chanting is pretty much,
Like-
well, I mean, you have these, who was that, What's Love Got to Do with it, old Tina Turner?
Oh yeah.
She chanted, I forgot how it went, but, what was that chant she had? Anyways.
Oh, like before she went on stage or what?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
after numerous chanclazos, she took up chanting.
Oh,
And
okay.
I don't know. I don't think it's spiritual. Period. But some people use it as spiritual.
Right.
But I guess you can do anything spiritually if you really believe.
Maybe it's not so much the act; it's just the intention.
Then yeah,
The intention, right? Maybe.
Yeah. Look at what's the name? Woo-Sa,
Oh,
the
Mike
balls,
Lowry.
yeah, and then the balls, the
stress balls.
stress balls, Rev came up to me during service and said, "Give you my heart," and he gave me a heart-shaped
Squeeze ball.
squeeze ball.
I said, damn, I got gout on my hand. I can't even squeeze it.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't think I'll ever chant.
No,
Because I mean,
not even "We Will Rock You" at the baseball stadium.
oh yeah, we can do that one. But I don't think that's a chant though. That's a song. But I think it will bring more harm to me than I'm doing now. it'll make me worse. I think I struggle with a lot of things, and if I start chanting, I may chant the wrong words and
then summon a
so yeah, I'm think of the word summon something that shouldn't be in my life.
Yeah. I get it. I mean, well, because that's what this story is about, dog. I mean, she was summoning something to come after the kids,
right?
And see, that leads me to my last theory I'll get into before we jet off.
Okay,
is what makes this story so scary, dog, is that it's a kid involved. And for some reason, bro, in horror movies and even ghost hunting things, when it's a kid ghost,
poltergeist.
Exactly, dog. For some reason, when it's the kid, it's so much more scary.
Yeah, dude, and she's in the TV, that's just crazy to me that I like watching horror. Don't get me wrong.
No, facts.
American Horror Story is crazy. And then the first season was Death House, and there was kids involved that makes it more,
makes it more intense.
like not the children,
Yeah, because you're like, you don't want the kids to be harmed
because
they're so pure.
They're so pure and they're so weak in flesh and in spirit.
They're just innocent souls,
I know,
man.
Jesus says you should have faith like a child, but
that's faith wise, like that's because they believe everything. But as far as power,
protection,
protection.
They can't.
They're powerless,
dude. Powerless,
they're little kids.
So that's why when I hear things like that, man, like the Amber Alerts and stuff, I do look at it. People say, "Oh, I just click on it." Why? What if that person could be? Yeah. What if it's your child?
You want you want everybody to see it, not just click off of it.
Exactly.
See? But dog, that's a good point, man, because like you were saying about the kids, how they're so pure and innocent, but demon hunters, Ed and Lorraine Warren, bro, the most prominent demon hunters on the planet. Have said it, bro. Demons imitate children sometimes.
Why? Because they're so easy to believe.
And they're so pure and innocent. Yeah. That's how Annabelle started, dog. I don't know if you know, but the story of Annabelle, they were getting notes from the doll. They thought it was the doll. They were like, "Can I live in the doll? Can I live with you guys?" And they're all like, "Oh, it's a kid, so cute. Yeah, you can." Boom, possession. Now y'all let a demon.
Ask. The demon can't. Once you invite them in, you can't get rid of them,
bro. And that's what like Ed was saying. Ed Warren was saying, demons can't possess inanimate objects. They have to. They only can possess things that have a soul, so they can manipulate objects. That's why you see like ghosts, chairs moving and stuff like that. It's not the actual items being possessed.
Right.
They can use those things.
Their energy.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they need permission. And that's why they imitate children. That's why children are so scary, when they're demons or when they're ghosts.
Which is one of the worst ones is look at The Exorcist, the original.
Oh man, dog. That is still the undisputed. I don't care what nobody says.
Well,
that is the undisputed.
When I showed that
movie.
to my two grown children, my first two grown children, they laughed in the beginning. No. Now Brandy understands it more, because I've been seeing a lot of my TikTok is, the stairs in New York, where he jumped and the priest,
Oh yeah.
Would you walk those steps? Even though it's a movie, this is not a true story.
Yeah. But it's just,
but just like me, I saw it, and when the devil opens a drawer, or when he's like, "Themmy, why you do this to me, Themmy?" You're not my mother. You're not my mother. The imitation.
The imitation of
dude. That is the most creepiest, most horrific thing that a demon does to trick you. To trick you.
See what I mean, dog? That's what makes this story so scary, dog.
Like on that one, the priest ended up putting the mother, in a nursing home because he couldn't watch her anymore.
Yep.
And then for the devil to imitate his mom after she passed away.
Oh,
why did you do this to me? Why did you do this to me? That would, like you said, The Exorcist is probably the best.
It's
from the 70s.
And it's crazy how old it is, but it's so effective. Because you know why? Because it's a real situation.
And that could be a real
situation. Or it was based on a real situation.
Yeah, on the book.
And that's the thing, and that's why I say, man, things with kids. That's why I knew this story was going to be scary, because things with kids.
But what you blew me away is when you just stopped. don't leave me hanging, which makes it even worse because now your thoughts take over to finish the story.
See, and sometimes that's the best in a movie
Yeah.
when they leave you on a cliffhanger. Now you're left to your own head to try to figure out what happened.
Yep.
Well, man, today was a good story.
It was good, man.
Today was a good story.
I enjoyed the conversation, man. And that's what I miss having with you. You know, we used to converse so much, but
we just
it
be
was
busy,
awesome.
man.
Yeah.
You know how life
changes, man.
We got kids, man. Like, man, you realize that's one thing I said the other day. You know, as you get older, which like I said, I'm getting older, but I'm not that old yet.
Right.
But like, one thing you do realize is that your circle gets smaller as you get older sometimes because you realize that, and you learn to not be offended by things. Like, I got a friend right now, man, and he's always been my brother, like a brother to me. Man, we've gone months without speaking sometimes, months, and when we talk again, it's like no gap and shit. But we understand that, man, he's got kids, I got kids, he's got a job, a house, I got a job, a house. I mean, as you get older, you have responsibilities, and we can't hang out all the time.
Yeah.
But the love never changes.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And it's the same with,
just like I talked to my homeboy the other day at Walmart, and we talked like we never left each other, you know. Well, not each other like that, but our side, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been friends since kindergarten, and just because we don't talk
don't mean
on a regular basis doesn't mean that we're not friends, you know.
Yeah, we just got things going on.
You know, and that's the thing that people need to realize. That's why you see on my TikToks, you know, always say hi to somebody, you know, smile, give somebody a hug, you know. I stress that a lot, nephew, because I feel that society right now is in jeopardy of self-destruction.
Right.
And you have to just
have that compassion.
Yeah.
It's important, man.
But it was good, nephew. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good, Unc. Man, well, I'm glad you enjoyed tonight's story, Unc. Man, I hope y'all enjoyed y'all's time with us tonight, man. Man, it looks like we're good to get out of here, man. Is there anything else you wanted to add before we get out of here?
Thank y'all very much for putting up with us, you know, every other week, and we're going to keep doing this as long as we can. Thank y'all for the likes, for the follows.
Exactly.
We see nothing but us advancing in the future because of y'all.
Exactly. It's all because of y'all. And we got some more stuff coming out soon. Me and Unc are in the works. Coming up. Hey, what we have for Halloween planned, oh, man. Y'all just be ready. That's all I'm going to say. Yep. But, man, yeah, y'all stay on the ride with us, man. We got a lot planned for the future. We got a lot more content that we want to start doing. You know, so y'all stick with us, man, and we do appreciate those who have stuck with us, our loyal fan base. We really do appreciate y'all, man. Like Big Unc said, none of this is done without y'all. So we thank y'all. We love y'all guys. And yeah, I guess we're good to go, man. So thank y'all for joining us for another exciting episode of Late Night Conversations with Unc and Nephew. We hope you enjoyed your time with us, and until 2 weeks from now.
Peace.
Peace.